Hi, it's Peter here again from Writer's Life, and today we ask the question, should you change your story for a publishing deal? Let's face it, there are not many writers in the world who wouldn't love a publishing deal. Sure, some of us might find the self-publishing route more rewarding, even more lucrative than if we were to sign with a traditional publisher. The majority of us, however, have a shared dream, and that's to find a traditional publisher who is willing to take a punt on us. But one thing many of us don't think about is what we would do if that publisher wanted to take on our book but wouldn't agree to do so without making significant changes. Would we blindly accept, so glad that they picked us that we would let them do anything to our precious manuscript to see it in print? Or would we balk at the idea and refuse, even for a considerable sum, to let anyone tamper with our sacred work? This is something every writer should think about. Where is it that you would draw the line? How much would you be willing to change if the price was right? Would you never sell your soul just for a publishing deal? Or does that sort of thing not matter to you at all? They are the professionals after all and know what sells, so why not? Writers need to ask themselves these questions. First, what do I feel comfortable with? Don't let a publisher push you into making changes that you hate. There's always room for negotiation and compromise. At the same time, it pays to be flexible. If you outright refuse to make any changes to your story, you'll come across as difficult to work with, which may make them wonder whether doing a deal with you is the right move after all. Next, do I write for fame and fortune or for something more? Understanding what inspires you to write in the first place will help you to come to an easier decision when realizing just how far you go and how many changes you'd be willing to make. If your motivation is to write merely to see your name in print and have people buy your books, then making changes may not cause you to bat an eyelid. If, however, you write because you have a particular story you want to share with the world, you might feel very protective of the words that have created that story and the specific message you want to get across. Would I regret it is the next question. If you have a sneaking suspicion that you'll end up regretting it, then it's probably a good idea to stay true to yourself. There is nothing worse than feeling as though you've let yourself down and damaged your authenticity as a writer. On the one hand, if your book is good enough to get a positive response from a publisher, even if they do want to make changes, that's something to be very excited about. On the other, if you were to change your story and get your book published, then you'll have a much more robust platform from which to write another book, and this time may feel as if you have the experience and backing of your fan base to argue that your stories should remain as they are. At the end of the day, this is a hugely personal choice, and there really is no right or wrong answer. But it's something worth considering, because knowing your limits and understanding how you feel about your story can only prove beneficial in the long run. And don't forget, if you're struggling to write or finish your book, our free writer's toolkit can help. With it, you'll learn how to overcome procrastination, get organized, stay focused, find time to write, and finally get your book published. To get access now while it's still available, simply go to writerslife.org/toolkit. That's writerslife.org/toolkit. That's it for now. Be sure to like this video, give us the thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more. I'm Peter, and I'll see you next time.